Also, I just wanted to come on live. It is 5:41. I never really come on live this early, so I just want to see, people in the chat, new people in the chat. Just gonna wait for you guys to come on. I wanted to do this from my laptop, but I find my lives to be more interesting on the phone for some reason rather than my laptop. I'm not really sure why. So just kind of waiting for y'all to come in. I had a I had a day today. Not bad day, but an interesting day. Hello everybody. Hello. Like I said when I started this video, I just wanted to come on live because I don't come on live at a decent time, and it's unfair for people who don't get a chance to talk and to say hello. But yeah, I had an interesting day today. First of all, it's a blessing because I actually woke up early and had a morning, so that was good. And got me some Starbucks. Got me some Starbucks today. Got me a double chocolate frappuccino from Starbucks, and I'm surprised I don't know how to order at Starbucks because Starbucks is too fancy for me. Um, and I just came home and whatnot, and then I saw, hey Jocelyn, hey Squill. I saw two guys wandering around kind of like my window and my foyer door. And I asked the guys, I was like, can I help you? And he was asking me, is there like a fuse around here? Because um he has to basically help the duplex that's next door to me because their lights went off or something. And I was like, no, there's no duplex. There's no fuse like in my foyer door. Like, I don't know. Like, my duplex has a different, management. I was like, my duplex has a different management from theirs. And then he was like, well, who's yours? Who's your management? I was like, sir, I can't give you that information because I don't know you. Then he goes on and tells me that he is my property manager's husband. Okay, well, it would have been much easier if you would have introduced yourself and say, "Hey, I am so and so's husband. I'm here for X, Y, and Z." So, so, um, so then I was like, well, why didn't my property manager tell you about the situation at hand? Then he tells me to calm down. And mind you guys, I drank a whole large frappuccino, and I'm a loud person. I'm Middle Eastern. I'm Arab. I'm a loud. We loud, okay? Then he tells me to calm down, and I'm like, don't. Then I tell him, don't tell me to calm down. And then he goes, well, this is what he said. Then the next response, he says, well, how about I knock you out? And then my response was, I wish you would knock me out. You're going to get a lawsuit on your ass. That's what I told him. And then so he walked away and started saying some other BS and whatever. And so this is my property manager's husband. I never met this man in my life. I've been here for almost 2 years. And I didn't even know he's a contractor. She could have picked a better husband because like for her caliber. But anyways, whatever. That's a whole nother. That has no point to do. Um, no, it's exactly. Too bad I wasn't recording. My phone needed to be charged. It was at 2%. So then I called I had two property managers. So I called basically my management's husband, wife, and she's also a property. And I called her. I'm like, hey, like I'm calling you because I wanted to tell you what just happened. I came to my place just a few minutes ago, and this man just was like two men were wandering around my place, and we recently just had like 4 car break-ins, like literally 4 people. Like crime is high in this area, so officers were like, you guys need to basically let us know if anybody who's coming into your neighborhood that is strange, y'all need to call 911. So, anyways, I was telling my property manager, my second one, because the first one that's his wife, and I'm not talking to her. I was telling her, I was like, yeah, so this man was wandering around my apartment and he said he's here to fix the next duplex next door. And he was looking for a fuse. And I told him I don't know their situation because, I'm affiliated with a different management. They're affiliated with something else. Then he asked me, who am I affiliated with? I'm like, sir, I don't know you. I can't give you that information. Then he goes and tells me he's my property manager's husband. and and um and he proceeds to tell me to calm down, and I was like, don't tell me to calm down. He was like, how about I knock you out? And I was like, well, had he told me at first, hey sir, I am so and so's husband, I'm here to do this, I wouldn't have been so guarded. I just was protecting his wife's identity, right? His wife's identity. So like she was like, yeah, well, I'm gonna let the property managers, I'm gonna let her know that her husband did X, Y, and Z. And I told her, I'm like, look, I'm not surprised that that's her husband, because there's a reason why I talk to you instead of talking to her, because as a realtor, she has to abide by ethics, and she's been unprofessional, which is the reason why I stopped talking to her and I've been talking to you. Yeah, I'm just like, but I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Um, no, they weren't in my home. They were outside of my home. And I asked them kindly, I was like, hi, can I help you guys? Can I help you guys with something? And instead of him saying, hello, sir, I am your I am the husband of so and so, which is your property manager. I'm here to do X, Y, and Z. He straight up just asked me if there's like a fuse around here, because he's doing contract work next door to a duplex that's a totally different management system than mine. And then he asked me who's my management system, knowing that his wife is my property manager. And so it's just like, you know, look, I want him to punch. I told him, please punch me, like I would so sue. Yeah, exactly. Then he goes, how about I knock you out? This man, he's about my height, but he's like basically two humans, two Jordans, basically, two of me. And I was like, I'm not surprised. Like, I gotta get the hell out of here. Like, I need to do something. Um, he works for himself, apparently. He's a contractor. He doesn't work for his wife. But I don't like his wife either, because his wife is unprofessional as well. She's like a snake. I don't like her. Um, yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's life. Yeah, so I was like caught off guard, because it's like 2 weeks ago, it's like crime is high in my area, and they had four of my next door neighbor cars, all were smashed, like their windshields were smashed. Mine wasn't, thank God. And so, like, I don't know who you are, never seen you in my life, so I'm not gonna give you information on my about my landlord or what have you, when I don't even know you, right? And you should be thankful that I'm not giving you information about your wife. You see what I mean? Like, I'm not telling a stranger about your wife. And had you say, hey, I'm so and so's husband, this is what I'm doing here, instead of like asking me like about a fuse, and I said there's no fuse around here, then asking me about my personal rental information. Like, people are so stupid. People don't know how to communicate nowadays. They're so dumb. No, I don't fear his presence. I mean, I could have called the cops and filed a police report, but I mean, I'm at this point, I'm done with calling the cops. I just documented the situation, and that's it. I don't fear his presence. I didn't fear his presence. I told him, don't tell me to calm down. I don't fear his presence. I'm surprised she's married to I always thought her husband was a white man. Because she's a Latina, and I'm surprised she's married to, like, he looks like he's Latino. I thought she was married to a white man. I was shocked, that was her husband. First of all, he looked like a damn ogre, like Shrek off of Shrek, the movie Shrek. Looked like a damn ogre. No, but I don't fear. What, you typed something, but YouTube retracted it. I gotta see what you typed, Don. I don't know. Type it again, Donna, but use acronyms. But yeah, so anyways, I'm over it. I'm not really worried about it. I just wanted to come on. And then another thing is, a lot of people were like, a lot of you guys, some of you guys in the comments was like, oh, you just basically said something about John Stamos writing a whole Twitter feed about his friend Bob Saget, and you're doing the same thing with Regina King. First of all, I don't know John Stamos. First of all, I don't know Regina King. To call her Regina King and give her my condolences. Second of all, this is what I do. I talk about what's in the news. I report on what's in the news. So that's totally different. That's different than someone like a John Stamos who has a personal contact to his family member, to Bob Saget's family members, and giving him the respects that he needs, as a man that just passed away. That's different. That's different. Like, I'm reporting on Regina King, and it's not hypocritical for me to report on her when last week or so I made a post saying that the grift is real. When people pass away, people often say that they knew somebody or is associated with somebody. Celebrities and regular people do that all the time. It's not just Hollywood folks. It's regular people as well. They often say, "Oh, I knew somebody. I knew this. I knew that." Like, I don't I don't do that in my personal life. Literally, I know about 10 people that overdosed in a year. Literally, one person came to my job that I went to high school with, and a month later, he passed away off an overdose. And my manager would not talk to me for about a week because he knew that I knew him, and my manager was best friends with him. And so there's like, okay, I have a friend who is on some type of, who's basically injecting himself with whatever, and he's overdosed. Now I'm uncomfortable to be around me because since I know what happened. It's like, I'm not posting on social media that I knew so and so. Oh, I went to high school with so and so. Like, I don't do that stuff. I don't do things for clicks. You know, I don't. I don't. I really don't. I'm not posting about the 10 people. I'm not posting about the girl that sold coke in the backyard with her friend to make money that made news and that I knew her and we were a classmate. I'm not posting about 10 people in my personal life that I know that overdosed on whatever. I don't do that stuff because I'm not here for it. I'm a traditionalist. If I know someone personally that passed away, I'm going to call whomever and give. I'm not posting that on my on social media. I'm not doing it. Now, if it's a celebrity and it's a big story, a lot of people posted about Regina King. It's a big story and it gets a lot of views. Yes, I'm going to talk about it. That's what I do. The point of me doing it is to get to people know my face and who I am. That's just the part. That's part of the gig. It's part of the gig, and it's different from a John Stamos or a Sherry Shepherd talking about it because Sherry Shepherd knows her. Like, why are you talking about it on social media? Call the woman's family if you so know that. Just give me an example of her. I don't know. I don't know if she did this or posted a picture of her. Like, me personally, I'm going to call you if I know you. So. You don't gotta say sorry to me. I went to school with them. I'm not close to nobody. I went to school with them. It's my fault. That's why I always say DARE needs to be in elementary, middle school, and high school, and in college. DARE programs, it needs to be implemented in school. It really do. And if I were to run for office, I would make sure that happened because knowing so many people that overdose or knowing a valedictorian that tried to basically ruin his girlfriend's or his ex, I don't know, fiance's life. Like, literally, like, so much stuff happens in the news that I could have posted about that I know personally on my social media, but I don't do that stuff. I don't. Literally years ago, I had a manager of mine get murdered by a ex-employee, right? And this went huge all over the news. There are situations about things that happen in New Orleans that I may know about somebody or whatever, but I'm not talking about it. And it makes national news. We're a high crime area, but I'm not posting about, hey, I knew this guy. He made national news for doing this to this person. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not here for that. I don't do that. There are certain things I don't do. I don't talk about people who I know personally that died. I don't talk about YouTubers. I don't, I just don't do that. Like, I think there needs to be boundaries for attention, and I just don't. That's my pet. It's always been my pet peeve for years. It's always been my pet peeve when I see people that I went to school with post a picture of a friend or whatever that they don't even mess with anymore. It just happened to be for likes and stuff. Oh, I went to school and so, they were a great person, yada, 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 blah. And then they post a picture with them with that person. I'm just like, what does that do for you? Does that give you self-fulfillment with likes. What does that give you? Does that give you attention? Like, I don't understand. I don't. I'm old-fashioned. I don't add family members on social media. If you want to know about me, call me. Find my personal phone number and call me and ask about me. I'm not adding you on social media. I'm not doing that. I don't. That's why I don't mess with the whole Facebook and stuff like that, because it's like, I don't do that. Nowadays you can find everything about everybody without talking to them on social media. You can do that like this. And I don't believe in that. I believe I'm old school. Call my phone. You know my phone number. No, I'm not adding you. I don't care if you're my first cousin or whatever, and we haven't talked in a decade or whatever, and all of a sudden now you wanna, see what I'm doing or whatever. No, I'm blocking your ass. Call my phone, get my number from one of your whatever, and call me. If you so happen to want to know how I'm doing personally, you have access to get my phone number. Call me up. And when you call me up, I have respect for that. I don't do the whole, oh, I'm gonna add so and so on or see what he's doing, whatever, so I can, no, no, no. Literally, I had somebody from my high school find my IG page for my YouTube channel, and I blocked him. I blocked him because I just don't like people in my personal life to know what I'm doing. I don't. I blocked them. And I'm just like, no, no. And I saw you in the mall the other day, and you just looked at me and walked away. Like, come on now, no. So, yeah, I don't get people. I really don't get people. So it's highly different. John Stamos, Candace Cameron Bure, all of them called the Call, Bob Saget's. It's just the times we live in. It's just the times that we live in. And as a traditionalist, I just got to get used to the time that we live in. This is me, a 29-year-old, schooling somebody that's in their 40s or whatever, because it's just like, I don't do that. Same thing with kids. When people post their kids on social media, like as accessories, I don't like that. I know post children on my page. I don't do that. If there's a story about a kid, I'm not posting their page, even if their post, even if their pictures are posted, like if it's a story on Kim Kardashian talking about Northwest, I'm not having Northwest picture on my page. She's a minor. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I don't feel comfortable doing that. You know. So I'm not doing that. Yeah, Mr. C, I just talked about it. I'm not I just don't get people. I don't. I really don't get people. So, like, I'm a lot of things, but one thing I can say is you're never going to like, and this is not even relevant to my channel, but it's just like, I just don't like, if I knew somebody personally that was a celebrity and something happened, I wouldn't make a story about it. I would call, if I had the access, I would call their family if I had the number. Like, I wouldn't do if they were my actual friend. You see what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even do a story on it, or just make a post and include my picture in that post for clicks and likes. I just don't get people that do that stuff. I really don't. I don't understand it. So, but yeah, I mean, it's. Let me read your comments. Yes, I know it's a threat, but no, I don't fear his presence. I just documented the situation. I mean, I'm not, what am I gonna call the cops for? I'm gonna do a police report and yada yada yada. This is my first time seeing this man. And I didn't even know what her husband looked like. I didn't even know that was her husband, because like I said, upon contact, this is the problem with the world we live in today. People don't know how to talk. Introduce yourself. Tell me who you are. Say, hey, like, I am the husband of your property manager. I'm here for X, Y, and Z. Don't sit here and ask me personal questions about my who I'm associated with and stuff like that, when you fucking know who I'm associated with already. I hate people like that. That's another thing. I hate people like that. It's like when people know the answer, they ask you a rhetorical question, but they know the answer to it already. Say, hey, I am John Doe. I am John Doe's husband. I am here to do this next door. Is there a fuse around? Don't ask me about personal information about, I'm not giving you that, and then catch an attitude with me and threaten me. Like, I'm not, Like I'm not doing that. Like it's people don't know how to talk nowadays. It's crazy. And this is a grown man. This is a man in his like maybe 40s, maybe late 30s, early 40s. It's just like I just don't understand people. They don't know how to communicate. And I blame the world. I blame social media. And this man actually has no excuse because he grew up way before social media. Um, no, I'm not hurt. He not about that life. I wish he would have. I wish, like, I would have so sued. Um, I don't talk about YouTubers. I already said that. I already made a video about that. I literally just made a video about that an hour ago before I came on here. Yeah, I just made a video about that. But yeah, it's just my vent of the day. You know. Yeah, I literally just made a video about that. Literally. Like an hour ago. Let me see how long it's been. Like an hour ago. Um, let's see. I'm trying to check the time. I don't even know why I'm trying to check the time, but I made that 44 minutes ago. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just venting, y'all. Um, No, because even before I came home, I had a large frappuccino. So I probably was a little hyper, but he told me to calm down, but I'm naturally loud. You see how loud I am now? So I was like, when he told me who he was, I was like, wait, you could have asked Jane Doe, and he was like, calm down. I was like, I told him, don't tell me to calm down. That's what I was like, don't tell me to calm. And I was having a good day. I was having a good morning. I listened to positive affirmations, like I told you guys to look at, and I told you which one I listened to in my Jeannie Mize video that I posted today. I was having a good morning. I was not upset. Nothing. You told me to calm down. Like, fat fuck. Like, So, you sound venti. Need some in my natural medicines. What do you mean you sound venti? What is that? But yeah, I mean, I don't feel bad for her. Like, everybody had COVID. Everybody knows somebody that had COVID or whatever. I don't feel bad for Megan. Like she got doctors. Literally, if I have something right now, I don't have an access to a doctor. I don't. I don't even have health insurance. Like if I go through something right now, I don't have like I have to deal with it on my own and like I did. Like I had Delta and I know I had Delta and I'm sure I had COVID many times. And Delta I felt it. I had it for 2 weeks. I was coughing. Um I felt chills and coughing, especially coughing, the chills. I didn't, I like to eat. So regardless if I have a loss of taste or not, which I don't think I did, I'm gonna still eat. Like I love to eat no matter what. Um no, I mean both I don't want to do politics, but both Republicans and Democrats, they both feel like healthcare needs to be changed here in the United States of America. Is just the Republicans, they don't want it to be relied on government. It's just the way of going about it is different for Republicans and conservatives. I just want it to be affordable. If I just want it to be affordable, that's it. I don't care if it's free or not. I just want it to be affordable. I think it's crazy because I know people that is literally working at a job that they don't like, and they're there because their healthcare is great, literally great, and they're only there because of the healthcare, nothing else. And it's a shame, that we live in the most supposed developed country in the world, and the healthcare system is a bunch of BS. It's a bunch of BS. I don't care. I pay. I just want it to be affordable. You know, like I want it to be affordable, and it is affordable, but it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's just crazy. It's stupid. It's so you know it's crazy, but Anyways, I was gonna go to, and I think she's not on here. Keisha Johnson. There was an event that was supposed to happen this week in my area, and I was well, not in my area. It's a few hundred miles in my area, and I was gonna go to it to play, but it was postponed because the Rona is high here in Louisiana, and Mardi Gras is still happening, which doesn't make sense. And then they're doing a mask mandate, which really doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense to have mask mandate and have Mardi Gras at the same time. It really doesn't make sense. But anyways, I'm not running New Orleans or Louisiana, so that's not my call. Um, but yeah, I was gonna go, but it got postponed to March. You know, I literally was gonna go. I was gonna drive there and go to the event, to a play and stuff like that. But that got postponed. And one of my subscribers was trying to help me because I was like, I don't know if I want to drive out there. So they were like, well, I can give you my rental program points and it can be cheap for you to rent a car. Literally, they reserved it. I'm like, no, don't do that. So I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, they canceled it. There's an event next month that I want to go to. It's a media event where I can network and stuff. It's gonna be like news stations or radio stations there. Hand out your resume. I've been to one of those, and I believe 2017. I believe it was 2017. Um, and they had one. I believe, of course, they had one every year. The last one they had was in 2019, and Michelle Turner was there because she's from Louisiana. She used to be a Michelle Turner, the girl the woman that's on Entertainment Tonight. She used to be a reporter here in Louisiana, and she was there in 2019. But the one I went to, I believe, was in 2017. I met Michelle Miller, and she works at CBS with like Gayle King, on that CBS morning. She's a reporter for CBS, but she used to be a reporter here in New Orleans. So it's just good to network and stuff, and so I'm gonna go next month. I'm hoping they don't ask me for my Vax BS because I don't got that stuff. And if they do, I'm gonna sneak in the buildings. I'm not driving several miles. Literally, this is in a whole different city. I'm not driving several miles and then be told I can't come in because I don't have a Vax card. Baby, I'm gonna sneak in the building. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sneak in if they give me that bullshit of oh, you have your COVID Vax card, whatever. I'm gonna sneak in. Trust me, I'm gonna sneak in if they try to pull that on me. Um, but I don't think they are because I read it on the website. They say nothing about it, but nowadays people don't give you full information on things. So, no, I'm not. That's a fine. I'm not doing that. That's crazy. It's crazy you say that because one person dropped theirs at a retail store and the employee picked it up and said she's about to make copies of it. And I'm like, you can't be doing that. And this is before. This is before they came out with how much the charge is gonna be. I was like, that's illegal. You can't be doing that. But no, I'm just gonna sneak in. I'm gonna have my mask on, but I'm gonna sneak in. Like, if that's the case, if they tell me I have to, I'm gonna sneak in. Um, so, but yeah, but that's pretty much it about the whole information and stuff like that. Um, but I highly doubt. I highly doubt. Literally, like last night, I was looking at different schools, and I thought all the schools here in Louisiana basically wanted you to have your vax and your booster, but that's not all schools. I was surprised when I looked at some of the schools. Even one school that I wanted to go to, like you can still be enrolled and still go to school without being vaccinated. And I was shocked when they wrote that. But I was like, okay, so it's not all the schools. I thought it was every single college that requires that. My alma mater, I believe, requires that, which is stupid. But the college that I was looking at yesterday, they're like, nope, they don't. So I was like, good, like good. Um, she too old. She need to go. Term limits. Term limits. That's what I think. Term limits. She need to go. Um, but yeah, yeah. But I'm not mad at. I'm not upset. I'm over it. I am over it. It's too ghetto in this area. It's ghetto. It's like I've been through. I've been through literally after Trump left office. literally after Trump left office, I've been through three situations because of my DNA, and that's I think that's crazy. Literally three situations, and one of the two situations was with two different realtors, and one of those realtors actually made an account on YouTube or had an account on YouTube, and literally this person's first and last name was the username on their YouTube, on their Gmail, whatever, and they commented on one of my videos from the past, literally, because I reported a guy to his boss. So it's like it's real in the South. Racism is real. It's real, but like I try not to play the card or whatever, or try to be the victim about it, but literally, like, it's crazy down here. It's she's too old. Yes, she is too old. Half of the time when she speak, I don't even think she knows what she's talking about. Um, but yeah, she's really old. But yeah, I just people like to troll and talking about, oh, why you made a whole video about Regina King when literally 2 weeks ago you talked about John Stamos posting about his co-star Bob Saget and stuff when you were saying he should have personally called him. Yeah, he should have personally called him. That's two different things. People really try to say stupid stuff on my YouTube page just because like they feel like I changed or I shifted my politics, whatever. You know, I think she's on something. I really do. I think she's a pill popper, allegedly, or something like, I won't be surprised. I remember when she said she accused Trump of being on pills. Yeah, so, so what's everybody doing? What's going on? How is your, what is today? Wednesday? D is coked out. He always looked like he's coked out. Thoughts on, I told you I already told you that I don't talk about content creators. See, this is how the background would look like if I had a DSLR camera, or if I had like a mirrorless camera. It would look like this, as opposed to what it looks like on my webcam. This is what it would look like, literally. Like, it would be all blue. Everything would be blue. You see how it looks better? Just because I'm using my phone. And so it's like, it'll be all blue. Um, it would be all blue. But let's see. I would say this, like a lot of content creators that I click on, that I noticed that I had way more subscribers than them, they like surpassed me, which is great for them. But since I've been so controversial, that's the reason why my I've been at 35K for like what? How long now? Like almost a year. Um, so I don't know. It's just a lot of people, I know my audience and I know what my audience want me to say, but sometimes I just, well, not sometimes, a lot of times it's like, I don't know, I just feel like I want to be honest rather than strategic and tell a white lie and just continue the narrative of how I feel, you know. Um, but yeah, I'm like, damn, I remember when they were at this, because I watch different content creators and I'm like, well, damn, they surpassed I've been this is the two things I wanted to accomplish on here. I wanted to, make some money, and I wanted to be at 50K subscribers. Literally on my phone as my screensaver, I said I wanted to make X amount of money per month, and I accomplished that already. I mean, it is not like that anymore, but and I wanted to have 50,000 subscribers, and this was in 2018, and we are in 2022, and I have yet to accomplish the 50,000 um, subscriber part. Literally, I haven't. Like, I'm not even halfway there. You know. I swear, once I make 100K and I get my little YouTube button, I'm gonna cry because it's been a journey. But like, I haven't even accomplished the 50K yet. Like, I was hoping to get that last year, but you know, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. Well, sometimes it takes a long time. Like, there's certain content creators, they've been on here for 10 years. Like Bonnie Blue's been on for YouTube for a long time, and she's almost at 100K. So sometimes it takes you longer than you know. People journeys are different. Um, let's see what's going on. People journeys are different on YouTube. Um, Before I got on here, I was watching the the woman on SNL. She was impersonating Candace Owens. Candace Owens was like, next time, if y'all need somebody to play me, can you actually call the actual person so you guys can get more ratings? And you should basically pick me over that person that played me because I'm better looking. So that girl crazy. Um, yeah. So basically, she said the girl is not good looking that played her on SNL. Last video. Let's see. Just make what? Oh yeah, I already answered that. Nobody in nope. It's not that easy. Squeal says you guys should vote for universal health care. Joe Biden doesn't want universal health care. Joe Biden is a centrist. He's a moderate. The only person that wanted universal health care, Bernie Sanders and the progressives, the AOCs and the Ilhan Omars and the Cory Bush. Joe Biden doesn't. Joe Biden said he's not a Bernie Sanders, so there's not going to be no universal health care. She crazy. I mean, some things she says she makes me laugh. I thought she say some stuff. I mean, some things she say I can see where she's coming from. Some other things she say, like for instance, she wrote, "Wait, I'm trending on Twitter because people want me to be elected as a Supreme Court justice official. What an honor!" And I thought that was funny when she wrote that. But I appreciate her grind. Like, I mean, it's not easy to start on YouTube and then all of a sudden be this famous. So like, I'm not one of those people, I'm not one of those haters. They'd be like, oh, she's this, she's that. It's whatever. She even said that she'll take the job on The View. She even said that. But The View's not gonna hire her. They won't hire her. Or even have her on as a guest host. They don't like her. I would be glued to that screen every day if they had her on. A lot of people even got mad about the Asian woman yesterday. Well, she was on today, Lisa Ling, because she had a difference of opinion about Joe Biden calling Peter Doocy, the Fox News reporter, a SOB. I was like, I'm glad that she had a difference of opinion because they all seem to agree. Um, but one thing I can say about Joe Biden is that he had another situation with a reporter where he was a smart ASS, but he apologized. Caitlin Collins, and she used to work for the Daily Caller, which is a website that Tucker Carlson owns, and he apologized to her, and he apologized publicly. He apologized publicly to her. So I could see Lisa Ling's point of view where she was like, he should have done it publicly as opposed to privately. Because, in my opinion, the situation with Peter Doocy was way worse than Caitlin Collins. With Caitlin Collins, he was just being. Well, with Caitlin Collins, he was mean as well. He was like, "Why do y'all always ask negative questions?" He said that to her, and she works for CNN. Um, Young reporter. She's like 29 years old, or young correspondent for CNN. And so her situation was actually, he was like, he told her straight up to her face. He was like, "Why do you all keep talking negatively about me?" So, and he apologized on camera, you know. So I could see Lisa Ling's point, and of course Joy Behar is going to get annoyed. Joy Behar is too partisan. She's too partisan. Everything is Trump this, Trump that. Biden does okay on everything. He's never at fault for nothing. Um, she's just too biased. I don't know if she's faking or not. I don't know. I didn't watch her when she was on The View, like when she first started. But I could see her point. I don't know. Maybe the producers told them to argue or have a difference of opinion. Who knows? I won't be surprised because they've done that before. Um, but I can see her side, and I actually, if I was on there, I would have said the same thing. I would have said the same thing. Um, so like I would have said the same thing. I feel like a lot of these politicians and then these reporters and these TV people, they are taking what Trump, like they're blaming Trump for X, Y, and Z, but they're copying his personality. Like they're becoming too comfortable with like they're copying him. You see what I mean? But yet they're bashing him at the same time. Like a lot of these people now, they're so comfortable with saying what they want to say on camera now because Trump started it, but at the same time they're bashing him. Me, I don't care that he called Peter Doocy a SOB. I don't care. I don't mean it's. I don't give a damn. But that's not presidential. That's not unifying. That's not him constantly looking at the camera and saying, "Hey, we're going to bring the country together. I don't care if you didn't vote for me. I'm still here for you." Yada yada yada. That's. So no, she's partisan because she's very biased. Very biased. She has Trump derangement syndrome. I remember when Janine Pirro told Whoopi she has that. But no, Joy Behar has Trump derangement syndrome. Like I like the woman. Like I don't dislike her. Like I like her personality, but I just don't like when she gets all biased and stuff. It's like, dude, Biden has been in office for 13 months now. Trump is no longer in office. He's no longer on Twitter. Like, what more do you want? You know, the Democrats have the House, they have the Senate. We have a Democratic president. It's like I feel like we go through this every election term, every 4 years, every congressional term. It's the same narrative. Oh, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to. It's like every damn 4 years or every damn congressional term, we say the same narrative that needs to be done, but nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. Nothing. Oh, we need to do this. We need to do that. We need to do that. We need to do this. It's like nothing gets done. Nothing. It's. So I'm over it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm over it. She is evil. I wouldn't call her evil. I just think she's partisan. It's obvious. It's very obvious that she's highly partisan. Even back in the day when Jared Ibilla was on and they were talking about the Hillary Clinton emails, Joy Behar admitted that she does not know anything about emails or anything about her server, but yet she's sticking up for Hillary. No, it's not bogus. It's she even said she's gonna keep talking about him. It's a real thing with these media people. Like, dude, the man is not president anymore. Like, can we move on? Come on now. Like, I understand Biden is boring. But fuck. Like, it's not presidential. It's not civil for a man with the ultimate power to say someone is an SOB. Like, that's out of line. Like I said, Trump made people comfortable with being unprofessional. Um, but then there's a video of John McCain telling Peter Ducey. I saw a video of John McCain telling Peter Ducey, "Why would you even ask me that question?" Like, he was like, basically, John McCain said something to the effect of, just because a I may have some type of stance in terms of how I feel about somebody personally, in terms of a politician, that doesn't mean that we can't work together, something like that. Or that doesn't mean I'm going to vote against it. I'm not going to use my personal feelings about somebody in order to determine whether or not I'm going to pass a bill or work with a politician. That's what John McCain said. So he's going to be cordial with the person, even if you don't like them. Just because this is the job we need to do. It's not about us. It's about the people. So, but he didn't call him stupid or SOB. It's like, why would you even ask that question? Let's see. Who else still on here? Don, are you still on here? Let's see. But it's interesting, after I called my property manager, the guy fled. Like, he literally left. He fled. So I guess his wife called him and said, "You need to leave before so-and-so has the police over here." I didn't even mention about calling the police. I mentioned the police coming over here because a lot of car windows got smashed. But I didn't mention about saying I'm gonna call the police on them, on that person, you know. But yeah. Anyways, I'm about to get off of this live since y'all not saying anything. I don't know if I want to make another video. Uh, I wish Megan didn't leave the view. Like her leaving the view really messed up my channel. Like my views are super low. Like I knew that was gonna happen. Like, and it's my fault technically because I don't know. I don't know why it's my fault. Oh, well, your son is lucky to have you. Did you go to therapy? Do you feel better? Hopefully you're okay with me saying that. Hopefully you're good. That's good. I could use somebody to talk to. I mean, I was listening to some affirmations this morning and it literally cleared my mind. Like my morning wasn't even bad, you know. Um you told her that I was a better therapist than her. You told her that, your therapist? She probably took that personally. I don't know, just thinking. And literally yesterday I had a job call me, like it's work from home job. And I literally told this person on the phone, and I knew damn well I'm not gonna get the job ever since I told this person because like, you know, although they emailed me the application and the assessment to do, and I did all of that, but I told this person on the phone, I was like, because it's like this is my first time doing something like this, and you know, with these scams out here, so I was like, I told them like, um, I was like, hello, like it's obvious that you are reading from a script. I want to talk to a human being. I don't want to talk to somebody that's reading from a script. And she goes, I'm not reading a script. Obviously, she was reading a script. And so I was like, yeah, Jordan, you fucked that up. You're not gonna get that job. Like I messed up that job opportunity. I don't think God wanted me to have it anyways, because you know, they would have worked my ass off. You know. I really want to work in media, but so hopefully next month when I go to that event I can get something, you know. It was time for her to go. She could no longer control her right wing talking points, just too much pushback from the other ladies. I wish she didn't leave. No, but I don't, I mean, I want a job in media, but like I messed up that opportunity. Cause like I even text her, like, and I was like, hey, I sent you an email, like, and I haven't heard anything from her today. So you know, I mean, I could always call her tomorrow and see, but I could tell like since I told her that because it's like nowadays you don't know about scams and stuff like that. And the company that I'm applying for it's everybody knows that company, but still, you know, I didn't like that she was. It felt not personal. You see what I mean? It's like you're reading from a script, but you're saying you're not. It didn't feel personal at all. So I literally told her, I'm like, excuse me, like I was like, can you not read from a script and talk to me like a human being? Like I done fucked that up, you know. I fucked up that interview. It wasn't even an interview. It was just a person calling me to move forward with the process. So, but I had to let them know after I finished my application. And I finished everything. And she never like replied back or emailed back or whatever. So, um, oh well, not my loss. I'm not desperate or nothing. The job I want to do, I really just want to work in TV. That's it. Like or radio. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I don't like the only reason why I apply to other jobs is because I gotta pay my bills. Or because it's like work from home. But I really just want to work in TV and radio. That's what I want to do. Like I don't even mind the pay. Like I just want to get my foot in the door. And it will happen. Like Megan, she had it so easy. So easy. Like literally the view takes like I mean for a normal person to be on a show like that, that takes like decades. That takes a long time, a really long time to be on that platform. And it's like she had it easy, really easy. That's why like I can't give someone like her agency over her career because it's like, girl, you had it easy. By the way, Sherry Shepard is doing a good job on Wendy. She's doing a good job. Let's see. And plus, Donna, if you're still on here, and plus, let's say if you work for an organization that's out of state, and let's say you go through troubles with them, I don't even know what the legality of that would be like. Not to say, I mean, not to like jinx myself, but I mean, just to be cautious, is like, okay, you're working for a company out of state from your own home, and let's say something happens, and so do you abide by the legalities of this out? I guess you abide by whatever the legalese is in their state versus yours because that's where you're employed from. Um, it's not that easy, Nicole, and I've done that before already. It's not that easy to just do an internship. It's like you got to be in school for that because they don't want to get sued. I wish it was that easy. If I can volunteer, I would for free. Like I don't mind working for free. You was too. What does that mean? What you was what? No, like all of them, they're required you to be in school. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. I just gotta put my resume tape together because I know that's what they're gonna ask. Do you have a resume tape? Yeah, resume tape. The thing is, the shit that I had from my internships, I was young. Like that was like 9 years ago. So I look different. Number one, look a little different. And number two, I really don't even feel like putting stories together. because I don't even remember some of the stories. Oh, Lord. But anyways, I just wanted to come on and talk, and since y'all not saying nothing, I'm about to get off. I'm hungry. I'm hungry too. Um, yeah, so thank you so much for watching.